Hello again, everyone. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader, and it is Thursday night, March the 8th. And these are the charts of the day as usual. Starting off, and they're all alongside some key breakouts today. You'll see that threshold, which had formed this falling wedge, today exploded for $1.39 or 29%, and volume picked up to the best in 3 weeks as it traded 7.78 million shares. Looks like it's on its way to maybe testing this high quickly, and that should be tomorrow morning early, but we may blow through that, get up to 8, maybe even as high as 9.75, 10 zone. Stay tuned on the THLD. TEAR had a significant pop today. If you look back at the pattern, you'll see that the long, when I say long, going back about a year, base pattern, after this was broken out here and the consolidation took place, it surged the last two sessions, taking it from 175 to 285, and it closed right at the high for the day. Very, very strong close. Now, my next target would be at these multiple love tops up in this range here, and that may happen very shortly as it just about closed there. The double top from October 2010 comes in around 330. So that would be my very short-term target. And possibly a long-term ultra target up around 4.75, but let's see what it does with resistance up in the zone. MWA had a significant day today, popping across key resistance after moving flat in the morning. It just jumped from 283 to 357, close 345 up. 62 cents for 22%. And volume was a hefty 6.25 million, one of the best volumes of the year. If we get a follow through, I would look for the stock to make it up towards about 4, and then possibly challenge these highs up in the April-May zone at around the 4.75 range. Big move today for BONT stores. Following up on yesterday's big move, another 18% gainer, $1.26 on 2.2 million shares. And at this point, although it's a little overbought short term, it could consolidate here. Eventually, I think it makes it up to 11, 10.75, 11 range. Motivation has been a star since it gapped here in November, which we noted, and then the coil that followed. Since then, it's gone from 40 to 76, and in a beautiful rising channel. At this point, the top of that channel measures high 90s, and that'll be my intermediate target, or the short-term target, about 84. HOTT are our swing trades, doing very well with a nice pop today. Hot jumped from about the let's see, closed yesterday at around 890, and today gapped up to 946 and got up to 1011 before closing at 986. Up $1.07, 2.8 million, 12% gain. And it looks to me like at this point, we may very well see the stock try the target up around 10.75, 11. That's my trading target. 10.85, 11 up here. So far, so good. Acting well. NQ had a significant day today, perhaps. You can see that this line, these tops here, here, and there, all were taken out today with one thrust. A pretty good volume for this stock, 1.2 million. So perhaps a breakout and perhaps a swing trade that could take this up towards the $12 range, 11, 12 zone anyway, short term. IMOS had a big spurt last week, the week before last, excuse me. Got up to almost secondary resistance and pulled back down to test. Was successful in the last 2 days and snapped back. Now, if we get up through that level up here, this goes way back to 08. We can see that stock move up into the high teens and maybe even low 20s. So this could be interesting. Watch this one. FTK acting well. Now, the current pattern shows that it held support a couple times in here and bounced the last 2 days with a gap today above the 50. Significant. But it did not manage to make it out up and across the 1266 area, which is also the high in this zone at 1276. So I'm looking for a move across 12.75 to get it up to about 13.75, 14. On a long-term basis, of course, FTK's got a beautiful chart pattern and argues for a move to 20 plus. GCA, nice move today. Let's scroll in a little bit. You'll see that the last couple of days, after consolidating for much of January and February, the stock popped yesterday and pulled back, and then today popped again and closed above this line, which is key for me. And when I look at the pattern from a longer term standpoint, I'll take a channel off of here and here, and we get a target somewhere up around 8. Let me double check that again. Hang on. Yeah, let's call it $8 short term. There's my target for GCA. And of course, Mitek had a big day today, up 90 cents on 1.3 million, almost 8% gain, and closed not too far off the high for the day. But the key being that this line right there, which had held it back here, 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 and here, is now broken out and up into the new resistance zone just beneath the September all-time high of 1311, right here on September the 8th. Now, volume is okay, not as long as I want to see it, but if it does get out over 1311, it can explode on heavy volume. Keep an eye on that one. Let's also not forget that the top of the short-term channel, as I've drawn it right here, has been tagged. So it could get a pullback, depending on the market, of course. But right now, good momentum, good technicals. LNG had another decent day, up 80 cents, 5%. It looks like it keeps stair-stepping up this channel. My target is still 20. Qihoo. Well, when I step back and look at this pattern, it broke through that line, this line, and today, that line. So this whole zone of resistance has been taken out. It appears that it could get up to 26, which this double top, triple top right here, back in June, July, August. Nice little short-term channel, and I do think we get some extension on it. ACAT has been terrific. These are new all-time highs after breaking out here, popping and flagging. I showed you that earlier in the year, at the end of last year, actually. Then it coiled, broke out of that, and now it's a rising channel, and has barely even touched the 10-day moving average, let alone the 21. Excuse me, the 21, let alone the 50. Great chart. GLUU. Well, I like the symmetry of the chart. His left shoulder, head, and then right shoulder was followed by a retest, and then a spike up that got to secondary resistance, and then formed the coil. I like the way this is looking. If we can just get it out over, say, 432 with volume, I think we can challenge 465 and then get up to my 590 target. Maybe even reach $6. Stay tuned on GLUU. Need to see some little bit better volume. Technicals aren't bad though. Dunkin Donuts made another new multi-month high today. As it broke out above this resistance zone or consolidation zone it was in, and turned right around and ran up. My target right now is about 32.5 short term. Longer term, I think once it gets past this 3194 area, who knows where it can go. But the short term channel top says about 32.5. I'm going to put a $40 target on this stock in the next several weeks. Valero, big base, took it, multiple tops taken out today with a thrust right here. I'm looking for an extension follow through to about 31. Beyond that, we're into new all-time high territory, I believe. No, that's not true. We're in multi-year high territory. That would be a significant breakout if I got through there. And should lead to high 30s beyond that. And finally, today's JAH, which was recently put on as a swing trade and had a nice follow through today, popping to 38.49, closing 37.90, up 55 cents. Volume is decent. The stock just appears like it wants to go higher, and I'm looking for a move up towards 43.44. And that's it for tonight and this week. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Let's do it again tomorrow, and I'll talk to you on Monday. Bye now.